Hey everybody, Lou and Jimmy.
How are you guys?
Lou, I'm really upset. On almost every news show, even the most liberal news stations out there, there's stories about Hillary Clinton, with using her own email server. Well, I don't care what she did, honestly, because, with the corrupt administration that we have these days, the Department of Justice will probably never do anything. But now it directly affects us, Lou.
Definitely.
Okay? What winds up happening is that, say there was a nuclear blast of a smart bomb or something somebody did in New York, and she has a server, okay? What a server does, like if you're on your computer, a computer works and a server serves.
Right.
So it just kind of functions to take information in and out. Well, what happens is that the United States spent billions of dollars on these 5 planes somewhere out in the Midwest called doomsday planes.
Right, right.
Okay, that's supposed to take nuclear blast, the electromechanical wave and everything. And, they have this very sophisticated system of communicating, through satellites and everything else. And say something happened really bad. We got into a nuclear war or something, Iran, whatever it is, okay? And if you go at the pecking order, from president, down to somebody else, that who's going to be in charge of the United States, you're a historian, okay? What's the flow of people like? If the president...
Well, then you have the vice president.
Right.
The Speaker of the House.
Right.
The President of the Senate.
Right.
And who's Orrin Hatch, if nobody knows that, it's Orrin Hatch. And then the Secretary of State will be the 4th one in line there.
So if something bad in this country, it could be very important to get down, if they can't get into communications with some of these people, that easily the Secretary of State, which if it was 2 years ago, could have been Hillary Clinton, okay, they would have not been able to get in touch with her email account.
Unbelievable.
Now, remember, you watch movies, World War II, okay, that if everything else failed and they couldn't communicate with people, what did they do? They used Morse code.
Right.
Okay? A lot of times, when, the military, okay, there was Morse code out there, and the military, wherever you would be in the world, that little bit of Morse code always had the power to get through.
That's right.
And what happens is that with all big corporations, they got to have something, a firewall, to kind of protect the stuff that's on the outside and the stuff on the inside.
That's right.
Okay, that's a law. So now what happens, I'm sure it's even a stronger protocol with the military, okay, that would really be handling everything on the planes and everything, so they would never be able to get in touch with Hillary Clinton. Okay, this really affects me. It affects every goddamn person in this country. The safety. She put at risk every one of our safety. Your kids, your grandparents, you, me.
That's right.
What is wrong with these people? They're an out-of-control government. You don't see it? Your family is at risk. And she put it there if anything ever bad happened. What's going to happen? Lou, it can't continue like this.
It is. It's going to happen. Nobody cares. The press don't care. Media, everybody don't care. They're still going to vote for her for president.
Okay, so I don't care about the emails. But if anything disastrous ever happened in this country, she would not be able to get in contact, with anybody if this was the last means of communication.
That probably happened with Benghazi. They couldn't even get in contact with her then to communicate with her.
I'm really upset.
Why, these four Marines died there, or the embassy?
I am so upset. Maybe because I understand, how the email system works, and, like email. Did you ever get an email like 2 or 3 days later after somebody sent? Well, email never tries to stop communicating with you.
Right.
but it's not going to go behind the government firewall unless
Right.
it's an approved email, no matter what it is. Can you imagine if we were at a world war? Do you think, the president wants to get text messages, rather email messages from a Gmail account?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I know my two daughters, they work for, they weren't government workers, but they were contractors with the government. And they always used the government email when they were working. All the time.
But
That was a protocol, and she didn't do it. You can't make her right now.
Yeah.
She's wrong.
Well, I'm not even but who's paying attention? Who's paying attention to our government to keep us secure?
It's the whole thing.
Okay, and I'm not doing this to pick on Hillary. I'm more worried about the system. Plug anybody else in. If these are the decisions that are being made in this administration,
Very lackadaisical.
every American
lackadaisical.
at risk in
That's
this
right.
country, and that's just not right.
Especially in these times.
I can't tell you how upset I am about this.